What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing out there today? My name's Ian, and you're watching Wildcat MTG. Welcome back. It's been a minute, huh? It's probably been a few weeks since I hopped in front of the camera. I'm a little overdue. Apologies. But just a lot of craziness, mostly in real life, work and job, all that fun stuff, right? You can tell I haven't made any progress on decorating behind me either. But, it was really important for me to film this video, and a little bit of a backstory. So last week I posted a box opening of original Double Masters. If you haven't checked it out and you like box openings, I highly recommend it. It's ended up being a heck of a box. But this video was actually supposed to be, this intro was supposed to be attached to that as part of that video. And the way my workstation is set up, it's already set up for box opening. So I was going to film the box opening first and then film the intro afterwards, because I have to do a little bit of rearranging to get in front of the camera to have it set up that way. But you can see actually during the video that one of my bulbs burns out. And so I no longer had the lighting that I needed to pull it off. So I just decided to post the box opening and roll with it and have some fun with that. And it was great. It was good. But, I could have left it there. I could have not done anything. I could have never done this video and none the wiser, right? There was no expectation there. But hitting 1,000 subscribers was a really big deal for me. It was a really big deal for the channel. It was a sense of accomplishment. It was a huge milestone. And I'll be honest, this process didn't feel complete until I said thank you to a few people. Honestly. The journey to 1,000 subscribers has been a fun one. I've really enjoyed it. It's really interesting and cool to see that and feel like people are actually genuinely enjoying the stuff I'm putting out. That is really gratifying. But I wouldn't be here without a bunch of learning and growth along the way as well. And, I think that's kind of an important life lesson in general, whether it's personal, whether it's business, development, or whether it's just starting your own rinky-dink YouTube channel. I find having positive mentors and positive role models is really important part of any growth process. And with that in mind, I wanted to take the time to say thank you to a few people. First, again, just kind of talking about role models and things of that nature. When I came back to Magic in 2019, 2020, naturally picked up the YouTube thing a little afterwards, started searching for, I wanted to kind of get up to speed, right? And what better way than to kind of watch current content. So naturally I found my way to, Tolarian Community College. I found my way to Alpha Investments, and I'll just start by saying I have nothing but the utmost respect for Rudy. Even had actually a chance to meet Prof in person at a Magic event, a couple of years ago. He couldn't have been nicer. I didn't chop it up and talk about, my wacky YouTube channel or any of that. Wasn't important. Just wanted to say thank you to him, talk to him, and say, hey, I appreciate your stuff and what you do. He couldn't have been nicer. It was cool. But both of those guys are like the OGs, right? Like they were in really early on the YouTube scene. They have grown their brand, and they're where you are, where I am, starting a YouTube channel versus where they already were was so not even in the same galaxy, right? So I look for things that appeal to me. I'm very passionate about Magic Finance. I like opening packs. I like doing box openings. And those are the two things that, again, are the foundation of my channel. So I looked for other channels that were also in that spirit, but people that I could learn from and identify with. And so I'll kind of start with, a channel that I found in 2020 that was very commander focused, very budget and Magic Finance and commander focused. And that is Jake and Joel or Magic. It was interesting to me when I reappeared on the Magic scene, how big and explosive Commander had gotten. When I was really playing Magic back in 2007-ish, Commander had just become a thing. Like, it had been invented right around that time frame. And so coming back in 2019 and seeing that Commander was just such an important part of the growth of Magic the Gathering, and again, what an impact now it also has financially on the singles prices. It was interesting and important for me to understand what an important part of Commander played in the sort of ecosystem, right? So I found Jake and Joel or Magic. They're very passionate about Commander. They talk about finance as well, usually as it relates to Commander-related cards. I think that they're fun and interesting. And I also learned a lot from them. So I had an opportunity to meet both of them and hang out with them a little bit at a Command Fest. I think it was late 2021 or early 2022. Can't remember. But, ended up hanging out with them. They couldn't be nicer and actually more genuine. Like, who they are on the screen is who they were in real life, and that was really refreshing. And I made it a point to just say, hey, listen, I really dig your guys' content. I enjoy it, and I wanted to make sure I said thank you to them because they have their own Discord. I hang out in their Discord, and they have town halls for their other content creators that are in their Discord, where they say, hey, listen, we just want you to feel to use us as a resource, bounce ideas off us, ask us questions. We've been around for a while. We've made a ton of mistakes along the way. We've learned from them, and now you can learn from the things that we learned. And that was so cool to me. The support that they showed. They're over 50,000 subscribers. They're on their way to 100,000 as of the filming of this video. And, to have those guys be willing to make themselves available for their people that are hanging out in their Discord, and be willing to discuss, the pitfalls, the things to avoid, the things that they found to be successful. I learned by watching them. I learned by them just watching them interact with each other. And I also learned by being able to ask them questions and just heeding the advice that they were putting out. And that was one important piece or growth in my own process, right? But also as a box opening channel, again, looking for positive role models, examples. I stumbled across a YouTube channel that was, again, when I very first started, he was posting daily videos. He was probably he was under 1,000 subscribers when I first stumbled across the channel. It was probably around 600 or 700 is what I want to think. That is Pack Opening Addict. Some of you guys know that channel, or Tom, POA, call him what you will. And again, just another positive role model for me. I learned a lot just by watching him. I found the way he opens packs, and he already knew the contents of what to expect. He was able to talk about the product intelligently. That was something I was like, okay, that's something I should be doing. I should be incorporating that. I want to make sure that I'm not just blindly opening packs, that I've done my homework, I've done the research, that I'm able to talk about the product, the experience, what I like about it. All of those things I learned just by watching him. I also hang out in his Discord. I find his channel to be extremely worthwhile. He's posting box videos every day and box openings. And again, just as far as mentorship is concerned, he's been very kind and allowed me to ask him questions from time to time. I try not to bombard anybody because I understand that they have their own channel to run. They have their own growth pattern, but now he's up to 7,500 plus subscribers as of the filming of this video. And watching both Jake and Joel, watching Pack Opening Addict continue to grow, and it was like, hey, this is like an affirmation that the examples I picked of people that I felt like they were doing it the right way and people that I wanted to learn from, that seeing their own growth has been very, very cool as well. So, I think that's really important. I know that's really long-winded, but again, I wanted to stress the importance of sort of mentorship, finding positive role models, find people that you think are doing things the right way. Because again, I don't think this just applies to content creation on YouTube. I think it applies to life in general, and how to succeed in life as well. I'm not saying copy what they do. You ultimately have to find out who you are as a person. You have to find out who you are as a content creator, and things about you that you think are, I'll stop sort of saying special, but what separates you, right? It's okay to learn from other people. I'm not saying copy them, but I'm saying find the things that you think that they're doing the right way and find a way to emulate that into your own style. But the other thing I would be remiss if I didn't say is that I'm thankful for you guys. You're watching me right now. If you're still watching at this point, it's you guys. It's the subscribers. It's the people that are watching my videos daily. Or not daily, but whenever I post them. The people that are subscribing, liking, and commenting and interacting. I try to make sure that I reply to as many comments as possible. Because if you guys are investing your time in me, I want to make sure that you know that I'm investing my time in you as well. And that, it's not, the support doesn't just fall by the wayside. It's not something that I take for granted. It's extremely important to me. And you're extremely important to me. And I wouldn't be here at 1,000 subscribers now if I didn't have that support, if I didn't feel like, people were honestly enjoying the filming and the videos that I was putting out. So from me to you, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Thank each and every one of you. I appreciate you guys to the moon and back. And, I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. I'm going to also post a box opening here because I want to make sure that there is some magic content here as well. But, this is what this is about. It's just saying thank you to those that have been a positive influence for me, people that I've grown and learned from. Yeah, that's it today. Thank you guys so much. 1,000 subscribers, here we are. I guess we're on to 2,000, and we'll see where this whole YouTube channel thing takes us. But appreciate you guys. Be well, everybody.